Monday, everybody. Boy, it's nice to be back. Well, I'm excited to get going here. Oh, you know what? I screwed something up. I think I screwed something up. Oh. The go live notification is Ignite Maverick, which it should not be. I mean, it's fine. Aditya! I'm doing well, how are you? Hey Derek. Happy Monday to you. I forgot to update the go live notification, so it just says Ignite Maverick. That's alright. Oops. I'm gonna change it to like Jamon streaming React Native or something like that. Just for the future. It won't help right now, but okay, there we go. Akil, why is it backwards? Why is the chat backwards? I feel like it needs to be switched. I feel like everything has... I need to go through and like make some adjustments or something. I don't know. Stream elements maybe? Thank you, Adita. I appreciate that a lot, and I appreciate you coming and hanging out with me too. I really do. Like, makes my day. So what's happened in React Native when I was gone? Someone fill me in. I haven't even done any like podcasts. I want to learn to program in HTML. I have AOL. Will that work? Yes, it will. So the CD that I'm sure you got in the mail, you need to insert that somewhere. After you insert it deeper. This is a family-friendly stream, by the way. The popular crash of JCenter. Oh yeah. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah. It was, you know, it was an understandable issue, in my opinion. It was an understandable thing. You could look at kind of how it came about and understand why that happened. And they worked really hard to fix it. So I'm very, I honestly feel like they did a good job. How do I, let's see here, layers. Oh, is chat not in here? Maybe chat's not in stream elements. Yeah, I know you can't see what I'm looking at. I'll share my screen after a bit. I need to tweet out. Digging the music. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what's going on now. I'm lost chat. Oh, there's chat. Okay. We had our app release on the same day. Thankfully, they released the fix very soon. That's some great timing there, Aditya. Hey, Mazen. Hope you're feeling better. Yeah, so I'm going to be catching up on some open source this morning. I'm kind of just making sure I still know how to do this, you know? Let's be honest, it's been a while. I did have to update pretty much everything. Like I hit OBS, it's like, yo, you're behind. Pretzel for the music. Much better. That's good. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah. So I have a few. I don't know. There's Ignite. There's Mobix State Tree. There are a few other things. Wow, I actually have to sign in to, well, in this browser. Into GitHub. And then they just sent me a authorization. It's been that long. Okay. I am logged in, have Chrome up. I don't have any Slack or anything like showing up. I can't do that, you know. Akil, please arrange a session on React render optimization and package size optimization. That'd be fantastic. I'd love doing that. That'd be a really fun one. Win Coco Nying. Hello. Or how do you say your name? Win? Is it Win Coco Nying? Where are you tuning in from, Win? All right, I'm gonna switch over to code and hope this works. Oh, I got it? That's cool. Stream elements, chat. Why was chat not showing up? How do you update chat to go the other direction? Oh, I see. Chat overlay. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that's showing chat. Oh, I didn't realize I changed it for you all too. Sorry about that. Okay, we'll have to fix this some other time, but chat basically is, I don't know if it's working here. Myanmar. Is that how you say it? Myanmar? I'm revealing my my Klatskanai roots. I don't know how to say that. Scythic. Sith Eek? Anyway, hi. Maverick debug APK size is 168 megabytes. Release is about 80. That's non-Expo? Akil, can you... Scythe AK. Okay. Akil, can you make an issue? Like, file an issue on Ignite for release APK size? Scythe? So like Alaska? Isn't that AK? Alaska? Okay, but we are live. We are doing our thing here. I'm going to take a look at Ignite issues. Now, with that said, Frank Kelis from our team has been doing a good job of staying on top of stuff. So there's probably not a ton that I need to do here, but I'm gonna go take a look anyway. Yeah, Keel, make an issue. Error, fun fake. Installing yarn dependencies. Exit code 1. NVM version 16. I think 16 has some issues with her. I think that, oh, pod file, okay. Oh, he already created a PR. All right, that's nice. Enjoy your excellent Hello World app. Yeah, that's good. Is Expo used in the industry a lot? Badesh asks. So more and more people are turning to Expo, I would say. We are actually doing a fairly good sized project using Expo right now. Hey, Ollie. The UK was awesome. I'll talk about it in just a second. But Expo, because of Expo config plugins and because of basically just sort of getting better all the time, it's becoming more and more of an option. Now, some people have sort of like philosophical differences, like they don't want to be locked into like a vendor, like Expo. I tend not to agree with that because you can always eject. Like it's not that hard to eject from Expo, so you're not really locked into a vendor. But they make it easy, and there's a lot of things that really need to be easier with React Native, and Expo's making it that. So, hey Ahmed, thank you, I appreciate it. The UK was awesome. It was fantastic. I was like, Kyra and I had a fantastic time there. We really did. I kind of want to show some photos. Do y'all want to see some photos? Like I can show some photos. I have to do it off screen real quick. Yeah, I'll show some photos. I'll show some. There's not a ton. We're not going to go through everything. The music is kind of dramatic. So we took our traditional picture of the Portland airport iconic carpet. They have this green carpet with like these things, you know, which is kind of fun. So, let's see if I can show these photos. Here's a picture of me in a red phone booth. It's just sort of an inside joke, to be honest. And there's Gant, my business partner. That's his wife, fiance Alicia, and that's my wife Kyra. And then this is Gant's little daughter, 3-year-old daughter. Here's a picture of the Tower Bridge in London, going over the Thames. It's a really cool bridge. Like we went up to the top there. You have to pay a fee, but you go up the tower and you can kind of like walk through there. It's really cool. Here's me and Kyra. That's taking a picture of a mirror above us, and then you can see there's a glass floor below us, and that goes all the way down to the Thames, and you can see cars and buses and even like boats and ships going past underneath you, which is really fun. Here's us in front of on the Tower Bridge. there's Gant and Alicia, their daughter. Me and Gant. So Gant and I actually went to the Meta offices in London and met with the Meta team, the React Native team. That was cool. Did a bunch of stuff there. Here's Gant with a couple of organizers of React Advanced London. There's Matt Pocock, who's been on the stream before. Cool guy, TypeScript guy. And here's me and Gant with a bunch of guys from the conference. This guy on the right is Ives. He's the CEO of Code Sandbox. Cool guy. I like Ives a lot. Here's Gant giving his talk at React Advanced. Some of you may recognize this dude. This is Lorenzo, also known as Kelset. He is sort of in charge of React Native releases. And the rest of these dudes are, a lot of them are guys from Meta who work on Sally. So this is React Native. This guy works on 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 React Native. Or at least, yeah, these are all React Native guys. Yeah. So we chatted with them for a while. There's Kyra and Gant's daughter. Just took some photos of things here. This is the Tower of London, which is amazing. If you ever get a chance to go to London, go to the Tower of London. It's really cool. Me and Gant in the London Eye. Of course, the famous Queen's Guard or whatever they're called. Oh, this is a cool tunnel. It's like graffiti. The graffiti tunnel. There's a lot of cool stuff there. You can check that out. Here we are in Windsor. And this is actually in Cardiff. This is in Wales. And we went to Scotland and hiked up this mountain, which was fun. You can see all around Edinburgh, which was, honestly, Edinburgh was one of our favorite, it was probably our favorite city. Here's Kyra taking a video. It was windy. And the Edinburgh Castle. Then we went down to York and walked around the city walls there. So yeah, it was cool. We actually traveled on the train a lot. So, you know, I got a chance to kind of like work, and it was just a really comfortable way to travel on the train. So I actually did some Ignite work on the train. The music makes these photos super epic. Yeah, thanks, Jay. Wow, you're up early or late. Ollie says, I tried to push Expo for my client project, and they pushed back since their CTO had a bad experience back in the day. Yeah, that's fairly common, to be honest. There's a lot of kind of, they're kind of having to overcome some of that. As far as fish and chips, yes, I did have fish and chips. They're fish and chips. Like, I'm an American, I'm used to big portions. Man, you get that haddock, like the giant fish, like it's like too much for me, and I'm, you know, 6'4", 245. Badesh asks, what kind of optimization and features does the new React Native architecture provide? So essentially, don't think of it as a performance update. That's really important. It's not a performance update. There may be some performance things that it can unlock, but because, you know, for example, the bridge, you know, the bridge can be an issue. But it's more about setting the stage for in the future. They can do things like, you know, implementing suspense and concurrent React. Enabling Fabric, the new renderer. You know, Turbo Modules allows you to have a faster startup time. So I guess it is performance related in that way. But yeah, the faster startup time is essentially because Turbo Modules will lazy load rather than loading all of your native stuff at the beginning of the project into memory. That takes a lot. And so by having Turbo Modules, it allows you to kind of like delay that until you need it. Code Gen is nice because it gives you type safety from the native side, or from the JavaScript to the TypeScript side over to native. So you get type safety end to end, which is really hard to do otherwise. And there's more stuff than that. Or actually, go watch my talk along with Gant's Reactathon in the park. Go watch our talk over there. We give kind of an explanation of what that's all about. Maybe Derek could find the link and post it in chat if he's still here, because that'd be helpful. All I asked, did you go to the Viking Museum in New York? We did not get a chance to do that. We were only there one night. So we walked the city walls. We went over to the Shambles, which was I really enjoyed the Shambles Market and stuff. So yeah. Ahmed says, my team leader doesn't like Expo, as he sees it as a commercial product. Mazen and Evil Apples app both posted in Twitch chat, the YouTube channel, or the YouTube link, which I think if I post it, will it post everywhere? That my restream, I think, is what posts there. Yeah. Had it bookmarked. Nice. Very cool. Evil Apples. But yeah, it was a great trip. I really enjoyed being over there in York. I would say York was potentially up there with Edinburgh. It was probably York and Edinburgh were like my favorite two cities that we went to. I'm not a huge London fan. Like, it was fine. It was cool hanging out with Gant and Alicia and their daughter and stuff. But the rest of the trip was really cool, just because London's just so big, and so, was it like 20 million people or something ridiculous? It's a lot. Maybe it's not 20 million, 16 or whatever. I don't know. Hey, Dex. But yeah, so it was a really cool trip. I enjoyed it. We'll definitely be back. Maybe we can go to Ireland next time. We hit England, Wales, and Scotland. So we still need to go to Northern Ireland and Ireland. London is too busy for me. Yeah, that's kind of where we were. It's too busy. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to do. But, you know. You know where I live. I live out in the country, so that's more my speed. Okay, so there's this fix. Pod file lock, Hermes version mismatch. Missed the Hermes engine pod install issues. Copy the guts of npm pod install into our post install, or skip, let npx pod install take care of business for igniting new apps. Remove pod install from post install in favor of npx pod install. I actually don't know which of these would be best. Oh, there's an issue here. So we don't need the pod install. Oh, I see. Ignite, skip, pod install. Honestly, I like this. I think this works. This looks good to me. Should speed up initial ignite new to, right? Yeah, so pod install, we don't need to run it twice. Actually, you know, this really should just be npx. Should this be npx pod install here? I'll just ask Frank if that's the case, because I feel like we can do both. So it'd be really 2 and 3. I like options 2 and 3, to be honest. Replace with npx pod install and dedupe. And this should be an approve for sure. Hey, Robin. Happy Monday to you. Welcome to work. Let's see here. I have a hard time arranging my stuff so that it is all visible. I need another monitor. That's the only solution. It's the only prescription for this fever is to add another monitor to my setup. I think this is good. From my perspective. So we'll let Frank kind of deal with that. So that one's good. One more monitor. I have 2, but I feel like I could have 3. I feel like 3 would work. Like maybe another vertical or potentially one above. I like the idea of one above. Attach my TV. I've done that. There was a TV that I saw. A friend of mine who works for Walmart's Walmart Labs software team. He sent me a link to. It was like $180 for a 55-inch TV. Super cheap TV, but like a brand new 55-incher. I don't think I have room for it. But man, like. Maybe if I moved, like, aim this way, I would have room, and I could actually put it up against. You can't see, but there's like an angled wall right here. I could actually have it like above me. That would be very space age. I've been thinking about switching up my office anyway, so that may happen at some point. That is going to happen at some point. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna probably turn my desk. The only thing is I do like being able to see out the window, and I don't have like the blast of the light coming out the back of my head right now. It's more at the front. So, but yeah. All right, so demo with real use of header. It's great header components included in the library. There's no example how to use it right. I usually include it in the screen component, but there's some problems with the insets. Maybe a better way to use it. I want to know how it integrates header into projects. That's a good issue. I like it. Ooh, Julian. Add more examples to the header component. Fix the documentation regarding safe area edges. The default is not top. Ooh, okay. Remove safe area view from the header in favor of the hook that Carlin created. use safe area insets. Use safe area inset padding. Okay. In favor of the hook that Carlin created and update the documentation, remove references to method 1 from the screen's documentation. Directly in the render. Simple. Both the screen and the header have their own inset controls and they conflict. Seems to have an issue with the initial render. This has been fixed on screen but not on header. You have to manage the insets yourself. Delegate the control to either the screen or the header. Header inside of a scrollable screen will be scrolled out of view. Yeah, that's a problem. Inside the render lifecycle of the screen, so it might be re-rendered if something in the screen's body changes. This can be fixed by memoizing the header. So that's method 1. Method 2, set the options. Screen component still has some control over the header, but it's more static than method 1. Memoized by React navigation, and you're in control of when, how, if the header needs to update. The header's not in your components render. We have an example of this in welcome screen. Oh, we do. Look at that. Okay, so that's where the header is. Ooh. Is it just me, or should something like this be a custom hook? Use header. Let's say that, here, I'll pull open Warp. Let's see here. So if this is the recommended thing that Julian recommends here, what about let's see here. Are there hooks in here? Where are the hooks? There's a hook. Okay, so I can put it in here. So let's say that I had like a use header.tsx. Export function use header. That's hilarious. What? Look at this. I always forget how good it is. All right, so I don't know if this is... Wait, what? Is this not showing up? Navigation. We would have to pass through navigation. What is it? Stack navigation, app stack, welcome, undefined. Whoops. Yeah, so that's the problem, is navigation. Could I just pass through set options? That'd be kind of weird. Can we use the use navigation? Hook? We don't have a hooks directory, yeah. Should we? Robin? Hey, Frank. By the way, I gave some feedback. So I could use navigation. Okay, so let's say we don't pass through navigation. Header props. I don't know where header props come from. Sure, okay. Header props from component. And then we bring in use layout effect. And then we say const navigation equals use navigation. And then we just, yeah, so now it's just pulled it. I like that better. And now we import header. What's it complaining about right now? Doesn't like that. What is wrong, prettier? What is it complaining about? Does not like what I'm doing here. Duplicate imports? Oh, you're right. You're right. Good call on that. Thanks, Robin. But prettier still doesn't like what I'm doing. Use header. Use layout effect. Export. Function. I'm not seeing it. File is ignored. Why is it ignored? That's helpful to know, Robin. So I figured maybe I could just drop in here. Prettier. Oh, now it worked. Okay, so I think it was because I was in the Ignite CLI instead of the boilerplate folder when I opened it. Maybe, I don't know. So the idea here is that you would pass in the props. And those would then be passed into the header. And then you could just do use header. So now if I go to the this right here, I could grab this here. Oh no, there's a dependency block there. Header, which I grab from there, and then I just go something like colon on right press. I don't need the curlies there. So use header. And do I have like all of the, how do I, yeah, so it gives me all of the options here. See, that's not bad. It's like pairing with a delay. There was a delay for me to read that. Hey, Mateo. It's going well. It's going well. Use focus effect. Yeah. What is going on here? What? JSX element class does not support attributes because it does not have a props property. Use header hook and forward it to the use layout effect. Why? What would that be? Are you talking about the the depths, Mateo? Hook to set the header for a screen. Like I kind of like this. I don't know. Then it would be something that's like, hey, you have a header, you know, like in your screen. You can use it specifically if you want, but what is the problem here? JSX element class does not support attributes because it does not have a props property. Not imported the component. But view is imported. Use header is imported. For the depths, okay. I mean, like an optional one? Yeah, okay. So like depths, and then I could just go depths. Yeah, just something like that. That works. Okay. So if you wanted to, use header could pass in something like that to update the header. And you could also, I guess, pass in like, you know, the actual component right here, you know? But yeah. Header shown also, to turn it off, you would just need to do set options header shown false. So you could, you know, but this is the more common use case here. I don't know why this is... Why is this thing acting like this? I don't get this. Props. Oh, did I not yarn? I think this is the problem. I didn't yarn. Here's another thing. Speaking of yarn, I'm interested in let's finish reading this before I move on. Yeah, here's our pod. So I have to run this pod install. So this is my personal recommended approach. The screen component still has some control over the header set in the body, but it's more static than method 1. You are in control how if the header needs to update. Defining the header in your navigator. This method is the same thing as method 2, but it's a step higher. You have a little bit less control. You don't have access to the screen's logic and body. You can manipulate the header from the screen. You'd have to do that with your screen's navigation set options anyway. I'd say this method is great if your header is simple and similar in each screen, just defining the tab stack. You don't have to worry about it anymore. In conclusion, the header component is pretty flexible and was built with different scenarios in mind. It's essentially a good base for customization. If you want to integrate with React Navigation, you can extend taking the navigation prop and utilize React Navigation header method and properties. Still do that by setting it explicitly. You still have control simplicity, but you use React Navigation's header optimizations. Uline is the best. If you want to use suggestion 2, here's a small... I should probably test to make sure this actually works. Should test. So use header. Convenience hook. Use it like this in your screen. Could perhaps include it in Ignite if Julian likes this approach. Before I do that, let me make sure that it runs. I'll just run an Expo. Open an Expo, go. Ignite is so cool. I'm gonna preview this while I'm at it. Use header might be too generic of a name, though. Soundtrack of Heroes of Might and Magic. This is called The Crack Nutter by The Crack Nutter. My station right now is Epic. That's what it's, the name of it is Epic. So, what is this Cork Mug Sorcery? I missed that one. I got this mug from Jim Vasilopoulos. He has a fantastic podcast called The Leadership Podcast, I think. It's just something really like generic like that. Oh, can't find variable react. I like it. See, that's the problem when you don't test stuff. Oops. Okay, so log out. So the welcome screen has the logout button and it works. Okay, cool. So I just need that. There we go. Just update that. So, I forgot what I was going to talk about. Yeah, I don't know if use header, it might be too generic. We might need something better than that. I might propose this as a PR just to see what Julian thinks. So I don't need that or this stuff. So I will git checkout iOS because I don't need that. Use header hook. Header hook for setting a header in a screen. So I'll link to that from this 2300 issue. Discussion about the best way to use the header component. Julian's suggestion was to use the navigation set options. Over the maximum control over the header. This adds a convenience hook to make that a little easier and more understandable. Note that we, if we decide this doesn't belong in Ignite, that's okay. We can add it to the Ignite cookbook. I'm totally fine with that, by the way. Ignite cookbook. It's gonna give me, no it's not. Oh wait, right there. Yeah, nice. So I'm gonna ask Julian to review that. Verify that this is what it is. Use header. It isn't that, like, this is not that much more code, right? But the nice thing is, like, this is like, what's this? What's it doing? Oh, header. Oh, okay, there's a header. Oh, there's a header component. Where this is like, header. You immediately know. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe it's worth it. I don't know. Didn't take long, so. Okay, I'll just bring back master. Okay, so cool. I think I have time for one more, and then I'm gonna call it. This is a short stream on purpose because just getting back into it, making sure everything's working, seeing if everybody's unsubscribed, unfollowed. I guess on Twitch it's follows, right? So, Yeah, agree with Frank on this one. We need more information. Installation still failing. Let's go to the bottom here. Why is this? JR Office is really not liking. So this is Windows then, primarily. I didn't even know Frank was doing all this stuff. I'm gonna add the Windows in there. Digging the stream. I'm working on some Navigator stuff in my own app built with Ignite. Hey, that's cool, Evil Apples. The Windows guy is working. Who is not JR Office. Oh, the other guy. It's working for him. Okay. He's downvoting stuff, but got it to work with this. So this might be involved, or like this might be O2 might be fixed with 2302. I don't know. Maybe. Let's sneak one more in here. But yeah, I don't want to stream too long, just because I've got some stuff to do for Chain React actually. kind of behind on some chain react stuff, so I need to work on that before Gant drops in and tells me I need to get to work. Ooh, the drawer icon button. Let's see if this is the case. So drawer icon button, progress interpolation. Wait, which? Pull from the left to go to somewhere right there, and then whoops, I did the wrong thing here. Ooh, haha, yeah, that's true. That's confirmed. Confirmed. Wonder who did that. Who made the? I mean, it's a really cool like little thing there, but it needs to obviously drop back once. Yeah. Okay, so it is a bug. Yeah, this is yeah, 21 days ago. I missed this. Okay, cool. Well, I think that's good for now. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure everything was good. And so far, looks like things are working. So that's good. Go get some other work done around here. And yeah, had a great time off. It was fun. Now that we're kind of getting into winter time, I'm going to be streaming a lot more now. So make sure to hit that follow button if you haven't yet. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me today. And I hope you have a good week. And a good Monday. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.